The walkout is the final moments of peace in a warrior's life. It's the last time they can take it all in, their kingdom, their fans, their world, before being plunged into battle. Here's the thing about fighting, whether it's bare knuckle in the street or inside the octagon. Once the cage door shuts behind you, there is no turning back. You're in now, so let me tell you what goes through a fighter's mind during the walkout. First off, the music starts. The crowd roars. This is their hero's entrance. They own this moment. This is their story. And how they carry themselves during the walkout is a reflection of their personality. Are they cocky? Do they border on arrogance? Or are they humble and hungry? The walkout tells the tale of the fighter long before they step foot in the cage. It's a time for intimidation, but more importantly, it's a time for prayer. Maybe it's just me, but when I'm walking out, the roar of the crowd fades away, and it becomes just me and my opponent and God. This is where I give thanks for the opportunity to do what I love. For the health to perform at the highest level, and most importantly, for the strength to overcome whatever challenges lie ahead. Some fighters talk to their coaches, some talk to their family, and some have a religious icon they kiss on the way in. But for the majority of fighters, this is a time for quiet contemplation. It's almost like a meditation, a centering of oneself before being unleashed into the chaos. It's also a moment of truth. When I see my opponent walking towards me, I know I have one shot at making him tap or submitting him or knocking him out. This is my only opportunity to make all those months of training, the blood, the sweat, the tears, the countless hours away from family and friends, worth it. It's a lot of pressure. So during the walkout, I try to slow everything down, focus on my breathing, not letting the magnitude of the situation overwhelm me. My entire career could change in the next 5 minutes. All the hard work, the years of dedication, it's coming down to this moment. So I need to be focused, sharp, ready to explode. If you think about it, the walkout is the last time the fighter has any real advantage over their opponent. They get to size them up, see if they're nervous, look for any clues that might give them an edge. It's the last time they can truly be themselves. The last time they have the element of surprise. After that, it's all instinct. But what happens when the fighter has no walkout song? What happens when they come to the octagon in silence? Well, it's actually happened a few times, most notably with Conor McGregor when he fought Nate Diaz at UFC 202. It's a strange feeling, kind of like walking into the unknown. It's different, that's for sure. You don't have the adrenaline rush of your walkout song pumping through your veins, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's actually kind of nice to have that moment of quiet before the storm. It allows you to focus in even better, to block out everything around you and just focus on the task at hand. In a weird way, it's almost better to have no walkout song because it forces you to rely on yourself to find that inner strength within. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why does any of this matter? It's just a walkout. It doesn't really mean anything, right? Well, you'd be wrong. The walkout is one of the most important parts of a fight. It's where the fighter transforms into a warrior. It's where they shed their everyday life and embrace their primal instincts. It's a ritual that dates back to the earliest days of combat. The gladiator would leave his chariot and walk into the Colosseum. The crowd would roar, and he would feel the energy of the thousands upon thousands of people watching him. He would take a deep breath and prepare himself for the battle ahead. It didn't matter who he was fighting, whether it was man or beast. He knew that he had to be ready for anything. The walkout was his time to get ready, to focus on the task at hand. In modern times, we may not have chariots or colosseums, but the walkout is still just as important. Stepping out of the tunnel and into the octagon, you can hear the crowd, see the lights, feel the energy of the thousands of people watching intently. It's a lot to take in, but it's also exhilarating. For any fighter worth his salt, the walkout is a chance to get in the zone. It's a chance to focus on the fight ahead and to prepare mentally and physically for what's to come. Some fighters use the walkout to intimidate their opponents. They'll trash talk, make obscene gestures, or just stare intensely. Others use it as a time to pray or meditate. Whatever the case may be, the walkout is a critical part of any fight. It's where the ordinary man transforms into a warrior. It's a moment that should not be taken lightly. Some fighters have iconic walkouts. Their walk to the octagon is something that fans anticipate as much as the fights themselves. It's become a form of entertainment. It's almost like a mini show in itself. The best example of this is probably Conor McGregor. The notorious one knows how to put on a show. Walkouts are always highly anticipated, and they've become a big part of his appeal. Whether he's trash-talking his opponent or just strutting his stuff, McGregor knows how to make an entrance. Another fighter who's known for his spectacular walkouts is Israel Adesanya. The last stylebender has a unique style that incorporates dancing and theatrics. It's a lot of fun, and it's definitely a crowd pleaser. Then there's Francis Ngannou, the Predator. When this guy walks out, you know he means business. He has a fierce intensity about him that's hard to ignore. Ngannou's walkouts are more subdued than McGregor's or Adesanya's, but they're just as effective. He doesn't need to dance or do tricks to intimidate his opponents. His sheer presence is enough. Over the years, there have been many great walkouts in MMA history. It's hard to choose just a few, but here are some that come to mind. Vitor Belfort's walkout at UFC 198 was absolutely electric. The crowd was going wild and Belfort was feeding off their energy. It was a night to remember. Anderson Silva's walkout at UFC 168 was another memorable one. Silva was already a legend, but this fight was his opportunity to cement his place in MMA history. He walked out to a hero's welcome, and the crowd erupted when he made his entrance. Georges St. Pierre's walkout at UFC 217 was a bit different. He was the underdog going into the fight, but that didn't stop the crowd from cheering him on. When he walked out, the energy in the arena was electric, and it gave GSP a boost he needed to pull off the upset victory. These are just a few of the many great walkouts in MMA history. There are countless others that could have made the list. But it's clear that the walkout is an important part of a fight. It's a chance for the fighters to show their personality, to intimidate their opponent, and to get the crowd on their side. A great walkout can make or break a fight. It's a chance for the fighters to make a statement and let the world know who they are and what they are capable of. The walkout is the final moments of peace in a warrior's life. It's the last time they can take it all in, their kingdom, their fans, their world, before being plunged into battle. It's a moment of truth. It's a chance for redemption. It's a walk into the unknown.